We got 6 new drivers. One of them did race Monday. Frankle Rats. Frank Rats. Yeah, that sounds a whole lot better.
Silent, first guy out there. But yeah, we are live. We're back. It's pre-season testing Thursday night, or sorry, Wednesday night. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself there. I wish it was Thursday. But Wednesday night testing here at Australia. We're running a short qualifying and 50% race, so just sort of the standard format. I think we got the clear weather going. And we're going to run reduced safety car tonight, so we want to make sure we're getting more time actually racing. I think safety car is going to come out still at some point anyway, just because of the nature of this track, but hopefully it's not as excessive as it was the other night. I kind of was hoping we'd get the sprint format tonight so we could see if it helped in the sprint. But guys wanted to run the short qualifying, so I think that's fair. It gives everybody a few cracks at a good starting position, and it's a little more, you'll ease into it a little more. Like being thrown straight into a sprint race would be hectic, I think, on a street circuit.
Wow. Everybody's out there. Hard to pick up who is first. First one out. Did you say Circe was the first one out?
I think it was Asylum, actually, so let's get on board with Asylum, yeah.
And New England Brethren. Oh, Jude, I don't have... What's going on here? I have no audio for the game. Okay, let's fix that. Oops. Did you find yourself a refreshment?
No, I don't have anything. I got nothing here
no.
today. Yeah, that's fine. Drink some water.
Yeah, they say that's good for you.
Yeah, I've gone a little hard lately. I think I need to take some...
Alright, now I got some audio.
Days off,
cool.
You know?
Yeah, every once in a while it's good.
Yeah.
I usually don't have too much anyways. Sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, I was just going to say Silent making his way through Sector 3. A little bit of traffic up the road there, but it's just coming up to the end of his lap, so you don't want to run into someone on the track in front of you. Good turnout, though. It looked a little daunting today. I was thinking not that many people were going to show up, but last minute everybody got the itch and jumped on in, and here we are. We're watching qualifying of 20 cars.
This is awesome.
Yeah, it's the new track too. It looks a lot better. They laser scanned it and updated it, so it looks like a much better track now, right? Like even just visually, it looks nicer than the previous game.
Oh, somebody's into the wall.
Oh, yeah.
McLaren. Oh, Bradley?
Not too sure.
Nope.
Did he keep the car together?
Razorback.
Silent just getting out of the way of somebody there. Who was that? Fly and Sam's gone off the track. Let's see if we can find someone else on the flyer. We did follow Adri on a flyer, that Alpine. He's just making his way through the final sector. The T7, I think that's his first run. I don't think he's done the pit stop thing yet, so I'm not sure if he's even really played at all, but he's jumping right into a full racing night, so. Good turnout, though. Everybody showed up for pre-season testing, some familiar faces, more new guys that haven't been in yet.
I really love the new look. Ooh, jeez. I really love the new look of the Ferrari, the black front wing. So Exeter City is starting. Ooh,
yeah,
starting Sector 3 here.
Let's just watching Spot Up Triples looks very apprehensive behind the wheel, so he's just cruising around trying to stay out of people's way at the moment. I think on an in-lap. Chair City looks
Great
pretty
exit.
solid.
Yeah, that was a great exit.
Yeah, he's looking pretty handy behind the wheel, so
P10.
not bad. Yeah, he's ahead of a couple other new guys. Spot Up Triples actually has a decent lap time on the board, though, so I think maybe it's just, you know, some guys, like, on track look, like, darty. Like, that's just the way they move the car around through the straights and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you get that when somebody's using a controller, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. That's fine. We do have sort of like a consistent spread here. Fuzz on provisional pole for the moment. Scabney not far off. Mavericks up there. Sharpshooters up there.
Fun. Turn 1. Actually, turn 2.
Jennett's in the mix. He's in the Haas car. Sam out there in the Red Bull.
So, Bradley, P13. He didn't race on Monday, did he? Or maybe he did.
I think he did, yep. So this is his second, and Razorback as well is here again.
Awesome.
Yeah, good to see the new guys getting out there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Getting to know, like, I mean, this is the place to learn, like, where you're racing, get an idea what the league is like, what kind of paces everybody got, and, I mean, now's the time, right? Like, it's off season, nothing's committed, you're not committed yet, you're not, you know what I mean? Like, it's...
Yeah. No pressure.
It's a perfect time to come and try the league out and see how things are and decide if you want to sign up for the season and, yeah, try to create a good atmosphere. It's welcoming, and you've got guys that signed up, you know, I still think even less than a week ago, that are out here two nights of the pre-season so far, so really good to see. Bobby Tava.
Bobby.
Old Booby Miles. Oh, he's gone really wide and invalidated, so he's got the Discord color on the track map. That means he's invalid. Bobby moving into the admin role this season. Has been with us since the very early days, and quite a sound mind. Yeah, he's sound mind, logical, straightforward. You know, if we ever get a French division out there, he can take care of all that.
So our pole sitter, current pole sitter, Fuzz, I can't say it, Fuzz, there we go, is getting ready to start another hot lap here.
That's Sam, I believe, on a flyer. Sam's just coming towards the end of the lap, so I'm going to stick with Sam, and then we'll go watch Fuzz, see if he can improve on that pole lap.
Wow. Fuzz does look very solid right now. Get out of the way.
Using all the assists.
Get out of the way.
It's Adri giving him a tow, I think.
Yeah. I'm sure they're in the chat together.
Yeah, they're in cahoots here. And then Fuzz is going to tow Adri on the start of the next lap, right? Is Adri on the out lap? He is. Perfect.
Fuzz is, I don't think he's missed a turn. He's hit every one of them, I would assume, the way he wanted to.
I like the new Sector 2 is really solid. Asylum's crashed out. The new Sector 2, though, the way it just kind of opens up and flows into the S-bend section. And wow. It's a great...
Yeah, it did. So Fuzz improved by nearly half a second.
Let's slow down and ride with Adri to see if Fuzz is going to give him a tow. Imagine if you're going for the toe now, it's right at the start of Sector 2 you want to be following, because it's pretty much flat out all the way to that chicane.
I had a hard time finding Adri. There we go.
So Fuzz, right about the spot now where Adri will want to catch him.
Yep. Love this
part
teamwork.
right here. Much better. Without that dinky chicane, you just kind of flow right into the high speed.
Yep, yep. There's purple sector 2 that flashed for a second there.
That corner of it looks like they opened it up a lot more, so you can really just, you actually can just fully turn in. It does look a lot wider now, so it's not like you're so, like a full turn in always put you on the curb there.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe this will no longer be my least favorite track.
It felt a lot nicer when I drove it, I think it was a couple nights ago. Felt like a much better circuit.
Correct myself. I love the... Wow, Adri.
Yeah, very quick there.
Yeah. I like the track. I'm so much slower than everybody else. It really wasn't a fun track to race at, even though I did like the track.
Mm-hmm. Jinnit improved. Jinnit running no assists, I presume, because he is signing up for the no assist tier this year. Or line only tier, I guess we should call it.
So, we have anybody on a hot lap?
Jinnit just finished one, so...
So, Exeter City is about ready to start a hot lap. I'm going to follow along because I really like the name and the car.
Where are we going? Chair City? Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Take us through a lap here, see how he does. New guy getting some airtime. Sipping on water. It's just not the same.
Oh no! We've been
no! What did I say? What was I just saying in the Discord the other day?
He got on. Yeah.
You know, like, it's like, let's give him some airtime. We're talking about him. There he goes. Oh,
That's
man.
one of those tricky curbs. You get, you know. Hey, there's the tire. Yeah, I think he got on the curb a little bit and probably got on the throttle just a little bit too much.
Bradley just went across the line, so he's coming 12th for now.
Fusions has yet to set a time.
You know what's nice to see is that a lot of the guys that have just joined are actually quite similar in pace to one another. All the new guys that have just joined the league, so that's really, really solid to see. Like that, you know, they're going to kind of all filter into the same tier and be on the same sort of journey. They all got there together. They all joined at the same time, and they're all relatively similar in pace. So I think that's something that, with the sorting of the tiers by pace, it really does pay off in that sense, where you put the drivers in groups that they're competitive with everybody around them. And,
right.
The no assist tier, unfortunately, is probably going to be, you know, a little bit more spread than the other two tiers. Like, we're probably looking at, you know.
I was gonna say, I'm looking forward to that. See how guys handle it. New game.
Yeah.
And they're going to be challenging themselves by going to just the line if they did have whatever traction control or ABS or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Could make some interesting racing.
I think Scavney's on a push lap. He kept that tidy somehow. I thought he was going to invalidate, but he's good. So on board with Scavney, but yeah, what I think I'll enjoy about the no assist here is the stories of the season more so, like guys that kind of like find their pace and find their groove and stuff like that. Chair City has left the session. I don't know if he's got to like restart the system or something.
Let's see. Poor Coxie here. Coxie has yet to set a time. I think he's just about ready to start a hot lap.
Scavney up to third. Good time from Scavney. It's right in the mix.
Wow. Great time, yeah.
Oh, Sam came freakishly close to that Haas car there. Not sure if that was spot up or gin it, but my lord. That was a close call. Sam just about to finish his lap there.
Oh, there goes Cox. He spun it. It looks like he just maybe got on the throttle a little early. Turn 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sam's lap time very competitive. The top four are spread by 2/10. That's good to see. It's actually Fusions and Sharpshooter, interestingly, are 5th and 6th. You'd generally expect to see them up at the top.
Yeah, yeah. And that's another thing. I'm hoping that the game does have an effect on individual drivers. So I'm not hoping that they're slower, but I'm hoping that, you know, for some reason it helps guys be faster. And yes, maybe it might affect guys differently, adversely, and make them a little slower. However, these guys will figure it out no matter what. They're always fast. So, but you know, you hope to start the season strong.
See what Jinnick can do. I'd imagine Jinnick's got no assists on, and I want to see if Jinnick can pop himself up into the top 5. He just does look a little. He doesn't look as quick as last season. Like there's a little more hesitancy into the corners and stuff. But there it is. Like that's right there. He's just got himself into P2.
Yep.
And it's really smooth through the corners. Like he's not doing anything crazy. He's not pushing like a maniac. Like it looks controlled and measured, and he's right in the mix there. So I think that he'll be happy with that. I think maybe this is kind of why guys wanted this qualifying session to actually like go through 18 minutes with some other drivers around them and kind of see where they actually are at with a few cracks at the qualifying. And I think it'll work out better for the race, honestly, because everybody will kind of have a better feel for the track. We shouldn't see as many incidents that way.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to that new format. How many times are we doing it? 3 times?
I think 3 times we're going to do the sprint, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just the one-shot quality that's a bit... I think we'd rather do one shot than just set the grid. It's quicker than even building the grid ourselves, and it gives everybody a chance. It's no, I don't think we want to run our 2-hour stream with qualifying and sprint and race. Like that's a lot. Maybe one time on a holiday or something. Be like, oh, most people are off today. Let's run it a little longer. But I don't think that'll be...
Carsonk is about ready to finish his last lap. Coming around turn 15, I think. See if he can improve. Does not improve. Wow. And
it looks like that's it. Frank Laratz has done 4 laps on his tires, but it won't matter. Obviously, you can start on whatever tire he likes. Actually, the whole field can do that. There's no top 10 tire thing anymore.
Oh, I was not aware of that.
Yeah, it's the rule in F1 as well. So it doesn't matter where you qualify in Q2 or what you use. Like everybody just using the softs generally.
Well, that could really make a difference, right? I mean, you qualify.
Absolutely.
Like Jen at P2 right now, and he loves the reverse strategy. So wouldn't be surprised to see him start the
I think that's. I actually really think it's going to spice up our league a lot, because everybody does have a tire choice now. They can qualify where they want and put on the best race tire, and that actually might lead to more overtaking in the early parts of the race.
I think it really it allows the driver to have a strategy coming into the race and keep that strategy. regardless of, you know, their position on track after qualifying. Oh, I can hear Beck.
Yeah, yeah. He's in for the love.
All right, so exhibition race number 2 for ZOR. This is season 8, correct?
Yep. Season 8. Second
Upcoming.
race. Yeah, he's real loud right now.
Happy cat.
He is.
Nothing that sounds quite like a happy
So
cat.
something we didn't reiterate in the Discord is to make sure not to ready up right away and look what's happened.
10-second penalty. Unfortunately, we can't tell who did it. And of course, it's preseason, so it doesn't matter. However, yeah, that we're definitely going to have to sound the horn on that. Being the host of Tier 3 last season, the guys did a fantastic job. There might have been 1 or 2 times where somebody readied up ahead, but overall, it was always me.
Yeah.
Trying to get it going, you know. So that was great.
No, it's Scabney on the hards in P7, the only driver. And he's gonna struggle. Jet G's gone soft.
Yeah, that's Scabney. That's very interesting.
Yeah, sorry. I was,
so
checking some stuff.
Pretty much everybody's on the mediums. I would imagine Scabney's going to have a very hard time keeping 7th place. Sharpshooter and Fusion's behind him.
Sharpshooter and Fusion's in 8th and 9th. Yeah, that's going to be interesting for sure.
Very surprising to see Coxie at the bottom there.
Alright, I guess we're pretty much ready to go racing here. Let's get that telemetry off there. It looks like we had some collisions at the end. A lot of guys get disqualified. It seems like maybe almost a bug. Anyways, just about ready to get the lights fired up. We'll get this pre-season race underway. 3, 4, 5 lights are on.
Terrible camera.
And we are off. Yeah, it's brutal. Brutal camera.
I'm at the back of the field.
Oh, big crash there.
Oh no. Oh, yeah.
Someone's gone off. There's Maverick.
The Mercedes.
Right around the outside of Jinnit. And Fuzz and Adri hipped on the start there. Very good start from Jinnit. Going wheel to wheel here with Maverick. And there's a collision behind. It looks like Adri's gone off. Maverick runs a little wide there early. He's probably picked up a warning for that. Seriously, already with a penalty.
Already with a penalty, wow.
That's
I wonder if he maybe get some warnings trying to avoid.
Comes Fusions looking down the inside on that Red Bull Sharpshooter. Or Sam, sorry. It's Sam. Sharpshooter just up the road. Sam
That's crazy.
And Fusions. Fusions does get ahead. It's so much faster through here now. The overtaking is way better. Oh, there's a big moment there. That's Coxey out. Coxey out of the race early. That is not a good showing for Coxey. Once again, I think that's
obviously not his best track. I'd expect that he would be starting a little bit higher than P20, so
yeah,
might have been struggling.
It's been rough go for Coxey in the preseason here. He's definitely going to have to get some practice in and try to get that car under control.
Will we get a full safety car? They got all 3 sectors up there now.
It looks like full safety car, I think.
Yeah, I think the safety car is on track.
Might just be VSC, but we'd have some jet fuel with wing damage, and Razorback's had a moment. He might want to head into the pits, but I don't think he can.
Yeah, he was past it. No.
Yeah, I can't really. I don't know if he picked up damage, though.
I mistook him for the safety car.
It is just a VSC, so we are in safety car reduced, and we picked up a VSC now instead of a safety car, so I kind of like that for this stage of the race. I think that's better. You know, you don't want to really negate everything so early. Like, right now it's, you know, it's just gap maintenance at this stage.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, we really just want to run laps here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the disruption of a safety car is really kind of crappy in a preseason exhibition race, if you will.
Yeah. There we go.
And we're back to green.
Back green once again. Where are our gaps? It looks like the battles up front are probably the most intriguing at the moment, so I think we'll stay with them. Bradley and Scott having some kind of moment back here. Looks like Brian Scott's hit. DRS is enabled now.
Fusion's up 5 positions.
Frank is out. He has crashed as well. And that is Sector 1 and Sector 3 yellow. So I don't think we're getting a safety car for Frank. It looks like everybody's going to clear that. So the reduced safety car seems to be working as intended early on. Yeah, we are back to racing, so no more safety cars there. That's good. I think that's better.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we do see a lot of DNFs, and I think that's something that we don't want to have 3 safety. Imagine if we had, you know, 2 safety cars already at this stage. Like,
yeah, no, that's.
Not...
Uh-oh, Janet's got a penalty.
So Janet picks up an early penalty. Maverick has not picked up a penalty, but I did see Maverick run really wide on lap 1, so I'm quite certain he's got at least a warning. Sharpshooter.
So sharpshooter, yeah, she's trying to stay within DRS.
Sam hanging on to them as well, and that's actually Scavney on those hard tires is doing quite well. He's right with these guys.
Yeah, did he gain a position? Was he P7? Let me look real quick here. Yeah, he's up a spot. I don't know if that's because somebody in front kind of lost it at a moment. Let's see, tire. Yeah, that'll work out well for him if he can keep this pace up. So I'm assuming he's going hard soft, and so
yeah.
the medium tire drivers, are they going medium hard?
It might be hard medium, honestly. I don't know if the softs are viable as a race tire.
Okay, so hard medium for Scavney, medium hard for the medium tire drivers.
I guess, I mean, he could just really run the hards. Like, if they're competitive, like, if he can keep up with these guys on mediums, why not just run them deep into the race?
Bobby Tava having himself a really good race. He's all over Bradley.
Yeah, Bradley with a penalty. And Andrew in tow as well. And there goes Bobby with the big moment.
Bobby, sorry, Bobby.
You're a true commentator now. Oh, and there goes Adri as well.
Oh, that was Adri.
Yeah, I think so.
Was it Adri?
Yeah, it was Adri. Fusion's into the pits.
Well, Maverick now all of a sudden has caught Janet.
And he also has a penalty, so they're on even terms now.
Yeah, yeah. So
Janet maybe just done the tires in a little bit.
Janet, the gritty veteran. Maverick, the seasoned pro that he is. Maverick's, what, 3 or 4 seasons now?
I think this is probably at least his 4th, I would have to say.
Yeah.
Maybe even his 5th. He's been here since... He's been here at least 4 seasons, I would wager. I feel like him and Puff had a good rivalry, like the first season he raced here. That was at least 4 seasons ago, I would think.
So we'll call him, he's not the gritty veteran, he's the smooth veteran.
Smooth veteran.
Yeah, because Maverick always seems to be smooth. I mean, he doesn't make many mistakes.
Yeah.
I know that's kind of cliche-ish, but that's what you need.
Janet and Maverick really have dropped the guys behind them. Like Sam and Sharpshooter, I'm not sure if Sam's holding Sharpshooter up, but they just cannot keep up with them.
I'm wondering if it was because of the incident in front of them where they might have had to back off to avoid Adri. That being said, they are still falling away. So this is a great start for Janet. 2 seasons ago, he started the season hot and he just kept it going and took the championship pretty much running away. Last season, he really struggled. Things weren't going his way. DNFs, and they're boxing.
Wow, we've had a big crash here, eh? Sharpshooter and Scavney are both out. What happened there?
Didn't see it. However, the leaders are pitting. They are moving on to the hards.
Razor's going by. Let's see if we can get a look at Sharpshooter. Where's he going off? Don't see. I guess they're past his car now. So we are getting a safety car?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
it's a full
safety car is out.
Janet, that's terrible news for Janet. Lost that cap he had.
Asylum stayed out. Spot Up Triples stayed out. Razorback stayed out. And where's Private? Yep, Private stayed out. Everybody else boxed.
This is gonna be very interesting. All the quick guys at the back.
How did Fuzz get himself into 14th?
I don't know. There must have been a few incidents, but it's unfortunate we've lost 4 guys already. I mean, Sharpshooter and Scavney on the same lap. They're both really in great spots. Scavney on the hard tire too. Like he was I really wanted to see how his race panned out. I'm pretty disappointed that he's out.
Yeah.
I wanted to see how that worked.
So we have a new league member in P1 right now.
Ah, interesting.
6-lap old mediums. That's fantastic. I mean, the guys on the hards behind you, it's going to take them a lap or two to get up to temperature. I would assume Bradley's tires are already. They'll respond a lot quicker. He's going to want to get away and get out of that DRS. Oh, he's boxing this lap. Well, that's going to hurt. Maverick says thank you. He's gone on to the softs. Another VSC. A little confused here. So on our screen, it doesn't say safety car. It just says Sector 1, Sector 2, and Sector 3. Is that the way it's going to be? So Asylum finds himself in P3 on some 7-lap-old mediums. However, the last 2 laps have been run under safety cars, so you at least take a lap off for that. 6-lap-old mediums. He's got at least... He should have at least another 6 to 8 laps on those easily. However, I don't know. As much as I've spoken with Asylum, I really don't know how he fares with tires. I don't know if he's one of those guys that seems to go through tires really quick, or if he's a little bit more conservative with his tires. Safety car in this lap. And Maverick...
Perfect.
Didn't really back off very early. That actually, I think that hurts him. That really limits his ability to sneak up on the other guys or...
Oh! Chair City and Carson have collided. I wonder what happened there. Hopefully somebody's streaming or can get a clip of it so we can take a look and give some instruction for future reference. Looks like Spot Up Triple's trying to make a move here. Bobby and Fusion's having a little duel on the restart.
Oh!
Big crash.
Oh, they went around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Ah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, and Fusions has got, he's lost his end plate.
Yeah. Brian Scott now putting all kinds of pressure on Adries. Just ahead of Fuzz, and Fuzz and Fusions, look at them all so close to one another. And this is music to Asylum and Jinnit's and Maverick's ears, knowing all these guys are scrapping behind. Spot Up Triple's really the cork in the bottle at the moment. It's up to P4, which is a really good showing for him, but he is holding the pack up. And Jet Jew as well. Not one of the quicker guys, so he's going to be struggling to get through. And what it's going to do is hold up guys even more
McLaren.
here.
Bradley gets by. Sorry, Bigga. I was following Fuzz and Fusions, and Bradley really just on the soft tires was able to sneak in there and overtake 2 cars in one turn.
We got quite a battle going on here for P4. And Asylum and Jinnit and Maverick have all broken away. So what I was going to say under the safety car there is Maverick jumped Jinnit. And it's interesting because it seemed that Jinnit was holding Maverick up a bit. Like, Maverick not quite quick enough to get by him, but he was holding him up. Now if they've swapped places, see if Jinnit can keep up with Maverick. You know, tricky place to go side by side. I'll get Brian Scott's run here to the outside. They're both getting by Jetju. Oh, bit of contact. Oh. Brian Scott's been pushed into the gravel. I would say that did Jetju lift to let him through there?
McLaren spun.
Or Jetju's having an issue or something?
Razorback spun as basically responding to all the confusion that was going on in that turn.
Right. There's Sam and Carson going wheel to wheel. Sam looking to get ahead. Puts his foot in and gets the move done. We got Adri and Bradley hanging on to spot up triples. So spots actually, so a few guys have fallen off of them, you know, with that little incident that happened there. And Asylum really has lost touch with Jinnit and Maverick now. So Asylum kind of in no man's land on 10-lap old mediums.
Yeah, he just picked up a 3-second penalty on this lap, earlier this lap as well. Adri now starting to pressure spot up triples. And he's got Bradley right on his tail. Bradley being on the soft tires.
Yeah, interesting strategy there.
Oh, and he spun. Bradley spun.
Yeah, he's had a couple moments.
Oh, and so has Fuzz.
Did Fuzz collide with him or just spun on his own?
I don't know. He may have been trying to avoid him, and that caused him to spin. I really didn't see. But I'm sure it had something to do with the fact that Bradley spun.
Adri and spot up triples going wheel to wheel here. Adri making sure that job is done. Teaching the new guy what the race is all about.
Oh, wow. So Carson making a move here on the outside. Can you make it work? No.
Just watching Brian trying to get by spot up triples here. We have another yellow. That looks like a Haas car, perhaps? Sector 3.
Brian has him.
Looks like Brian is through, so spot on the old mediums, starting to lose his pace.
Yeah, and he kind of realized it was futile to be battling him. I think he just stuck to the inside and let Brian by.
What happened to Jinnit? Oh,
I don't
lost
know.
the Delta.
I was just looking at that. He's 10 seconds behind. Is that accurate? Yeah.
There?
I don't know, but yeah, Jinnit must have had a moment there because... Wow. To lose 10 seconds but not lose position.
I saw at one moment he was very close to Maverick and then suddenly he just started dropping off, so... Maybe there was some contact or something?
His wing looks fine, however, he did go a little deep there. Maybe he's got some damage.
I was thinking the floor might be damaged. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't do anything about that as a driver.
No. He doesn't look to be... You can't really tell from the camera angles either if there's floor damage, so... Fortunate, but... Spot up triples his pit. That's going to release Sam, Carson. Chair City, Asylum perhaps goes through.
And he's gone on to the hards.
Yeah,
he's good to go to the end.
He's going to have much fresher tires than most guys, too. Oh, there are Fusions coming through. Yeah, Fusions.
Pardon me, excuse me.
Yeah, spot of triples trying to get the tires warmed up, and Fusions just flies by him. Nearly a collision.
Great job
there,
of avoiding. Yeah, great job avoiding collision. You know, awareness, just knowing your surroundings is so important. So important in this race format.
It's Adri. Who's he closing up on? Jinnit now. Oh, Jinnit's gone. Lost the car. It's not looking good for Jinnit here.
Lost his front wing.
Yeah. I wonder if he's just looking to get disqualified here. Doesn't look like he wants to keep going.
Certainly wants to wait to make sure he makes it. Oh!
Well, now we have a safety car.
Maverick's bumming. Adri's smiling. Everybody's smiling except for Maverick.
Wow. This would be pretty, it would have been pretty, like, you know, clever in a way, but did Jinnit sit there just long enough that those guys missed the pit lane?
Huh. Wow.
I don't believe it would matter anyway, because everyone sits on a delta until the leader's behind the queue, right? So I just wasn't sure what he was doing. I thought he was trying to get himself out of the race.
I thought that he was just waiting to have a safe re-entry onto the track.
Yeah, but it seemed like there was a couple gaps that he could have done it. Chair City there is running into the back of Jinnit under the safety car, which is...
I saw that.
Extremely unnecessary. I think we gotta get these guys reading the rule book first.
I guess maybe some bullet points for things like that and this race start.
Yeah, I would think the safety car is pretty explanatory though. Like, you know, you don't need to get into Jinnit's gearbox under the safety car. It's unnecessary, but we've seen it happen with many guys that have been here a long time, driving too close to one another.
And I called Jinnit gritty because you don't want to upset Jinnit. Don't give him reason to get mad at you.
Yeah, no, he's not going to be friendly. He'll put you on the outer limits. But yeah, I figured there was at least a chance or two that he could have turned around. It looked like he just was frustrated and didn't want to keep going. But
yeah,
I figured he would just get disqualified. I didn't think that he would have. Oh, he's on the soft tire. What the hell happened there? Did he just change them just to get it over with, or?
I don't know. Well, you know, when you get going again, if that's a fresh set of softs, I mean, you're really only talking about, what, 13 laps?
I don't know if they can go that long, though.
No, but, you know, my screen says he's on the mediums.
6-lap-old mediums.
Yep. So he's gone back to
I expected that to update, and it hasn't.
I did see him. I did see softs at first when you mentioned that.
Yeah, he was on the softs. He picked to change his tires. Not sure why.
Yeah, and it shows him on the mediums, so.
Adri's gone off.
So, Asylum, what you gonna do, buddy? Oh, he's staying out. He made his bed. He's gonna sleep in it. 5-lap-old softs.
So reduce safety car.
Can't go.
Reduce safety
Those
car
can't
so
go to
far
the end, right?
has not. It's not been very reduced, has it?
Well, let's assume that it has been, and how bad could it have been if that weren't?
I suppose so, yeah. Good point.
Well, you know what? I mean, these guys are racing. They're racing hard. For the most part, it seems like it's been very clean. When there have been incidences, it hasn't been reckless, careless driving. So, you know, if you have an incident, you have a crash, sometimes, even if you have it reduced, I guess safety car has to be deployed.
Yeah. I do think that a safety car being deployed while the player is under control shouldn't really happen. Like, You know what I mean? Like if Janet's still sitting there waiting to turn around, like why would they initiate the safety car? It should be like once the car is like stranded or something, right?
Yep. Yep. Oh, great point. Yeah, that really does call into question why the safety car. So I guess they're going around again because Maverick is really trying to peer inside the safety car. He's so close to him, he wants to look into their rearview mirror. He definitely can read the license plate if they had one. Oh, and we got Asylum has boxed.
Curious.
Interesting. Going onto a fresh set of softs, I assume.
Yep.
Yep.
Guess he just wants to try and get those to the end now?
I think it's doable if you try to manage your tires a little bit.
I think
he could certainly gain.
Get them there. Give me lap 19. And is that why he didn't pit? Just to get the extra life out of it? You know, let's say Sam's car looks like there's damage on it, the floor. You can get a look at the left side of it.
There's Sam. Damn, Sam. All the way up into P2.
Yeah. He's doing well, no penalties either. Brian Scott in third on those mediums. I think he can get to the end. He's in a really good spot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I'd rather be him than Maverick.
Yeah,
or
I think
Sam.
so. Maverick has the pace, though.
Is Brian? No, he's not a P2, Tier 2 champ. Is he? Or was he?
I guess he was. Was he up there? Was he close to beating Sam? Or
I think he was. He was. Yeah, he was right up there. I'm very disappointed. I didn't see, and maybe I missed him. I didn't see any Shoei videos.
Yeah. I mean, you did the Shoei.
I know. I thought I was going to encourage guys to do the Shoei. I was being a little more creative. It had the reverse effect.
Nobody could ever do a Shoei as good as you, so no one's going to do it.
Yeah. So we're going green.
Yeah, we are. Let's go. Let's see what happens here. I think Brian Scott poised for a sneaky victory here if he can get ahead on the restart.
Maverick.
Oh, and he's botched it.
Great.
Oh.
Circe is out. Oh, that's Fusion.
Circe sucks.
Two guys.
Right out. Is it Fusions as well? My goodness.
Yeah.
Is there no ghosting?
No,
there's been a lot of collisions. Ghosting. Yeah. And there goes Carson. Spun it. There's been a lot of big crashes for having ghosting.
I'm really surprised to see that Brian is being pressured by Adri. Adri on 12-lap-old hards.
Yeah,
Brian's on fresh, relatively fresh mediums.
He had a very bad restart, and I was wondering maybe the tires were really cold on him or something, but he was very slow to react to the line there. Like, I feel like he could have jumped Sam, and he got jumped almost, so it was a strange reaction.
Well, anybody that reviews this stream, you want to watch Alt Maverick restart after safety car, lap 18, actually lap 19, because he did a fantastic job. He kept wide, way wide, and Sam kind of tried to cut the corner, not cut the corner, but really took the inside line. And Maverick just had the speed, I mean, he launched himself. He was almost 7/10 up by the time he crossed the start-finish line.
Asylum just made a beautiful move on Chair City. Got by him on those soft tires. Really nice driving from the two guys. Bobby's out. He's retired in the pits, I believe. Nice battle going on for P2 here. Sam under threat from Brian and Adri. Oh, Brian trying to go to the outside here.
Sam's got to be very careful. He might lose two. All right, he's successfully defended there.
Brian trying to keep Adri out of the mix.
Oh, careful, guys. Careful.
Oh, no.
Careful.
Adri.
Asylum. No.
Yeah. Fuzz is in the mix now. Adri elbows out big time there. I think Brian probably deserved a bit more space.
Yeah, that was very. I mean,
it just
fair.
Yeah.
It was
hard. It was hard racing. I don't think it was dirty, but
yeah.
I would say you really didn't leave him any space either. I wouldn't say it was dirty or anything, but I think he definitely could have left him a little more room. He basically forced him onto the curbing, so and that's not a place you want to be in this game. You bought him out easy.
I got a terrible angle. What the heck? Okay, there we go.
I got Asylum on those softs, putting some pressure on Brian now.
Oh, Adri with a 3-second penalty. I'm going to review the penalties here. See what we got going. Penalties. Wow, Maverick has 9 seconds in penalties. Adri, Fuzz, Asylum, Jinnit, and Bradley have 3 seconds, and ZOR City has 6. So Maverick, 9 seconds in penalties. P1 is in doubt for him, unfortunately.
ZOR City's struggling here. He's getting picked off. So he's been passed by Spot Up. Jinnit's gone through now. There's a bit of ghosting going on, which is bizarre. I wonder if there's a connection issue here. Maybe just some desync between those guys. Yeah, ZOR City has dropped, so that makes sense. It's like stealing the neighbor's Wi-Fi or something. It's had a lot of issues tonight, I think.
So P3 and P4, Adri and Fuzz, pre-season teammates here. They've been nose to tail, nearly side by side. And they live to drive on. But what a battle. And I agree with you. I really like this, how they've changed that area there where racing continues rather than that quirky little chicane that really served no purpose.
It was Mickey Mouse, as Martin Brundle would say.
There you go.
Mickey Mouse chicane. It's like that one section of Miami, very Mickey Mouse. What a great way to describe something. It's Mickey Mouse. Oh, there's a big moment for Sam.
Oh no,
He's
Sam
lost a lot of places, and Jinnit has crashed out. That is it. The same corner,
no.
I believe. Yeah, it's the same place. Jinnit done.
I'm trying to see if Sam...
His car is still moving, though.
And Sam's wings seem to be intact. So let's go. Yeah. So hopefully being so close to the pit entry, they don't... There we go. Good.
You're thinking the VSC might give someone a cheap pit stop? One of these guys on the old, long, running tires that desperately needs one?
So right now, Brian Scott looks strong. There we go. He just got past Adri. And he's... only 1.3 seconds behind Fuzz for P2, and he's got 5 lap younger tires. think Maverick, if he can avoid mistakes, I think he has this. However, I don't know how long those hards will last. I mean, they're currently 17. I assume that... Go ahead.
Sorry, Adri has no front wing, and he was just battling with the spot up here. Somehow trying to defend, and he has no wing.
Oh, and he's really creating a bottleneck here.
Oh
no! That asylum out. Oh no!
It's car again. Unbelievable.
That bottleneck
reduced
really
my ass. Honestly, reduced my ass.
You have to remove if you have another one. However, I mean, you really don't want to remove it, but...
No, I think we need it, but I can't believe it's still this prominent. So, something we need to look at, Chair City dropped, and I think Chair City, or whatever the hell he's going for there.
So do you think
dropped,
in a box?
And I think his car is too quick for a disconnected car.
He's in the dirt. He's in his gravel, I should say. Man, I'd be boxing. And I don't mean putting the gloves on and fighting. I'd be driving in the pit lane.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, you have to pit. If you stay out, I think you've thrown your race away.
Yeah.
Looks like Chair City is staying out, which is going to be very interesting on the restart. You know what, though? It's because it's a ghost. He's disconnected. So he's having connection issues, and that's impeding... I think I may have had something to do with Asylum crashing out, because we see the ghosted car, but does it say ghosted if they're disconnected? Because that's how it should be. I think it's just too quick. Like the AI should not be that fast, I guess.
Yeah. Well, who set up the lobby, and what setting do they have the AI driver at?
Well, Fuzz set it up, and I think it generally was at 80 AI and was our league setting, because we were trying to like kind of help people if they drop, like that they don't lose too much. But if it's quicker than the pace of some drivers, then it's not going to work, right?
Right.
So maybe it goes by tier. We go like what level in each tier it's set at. You know,
I
like
think
60
80
at
is
the
kind
bottom.
of high.
It is high, yeah. Maybe you go like 50, 60, 70 or something like that for each group.
Because really, I mean, it depends on who's being affected.
Yeah.
So if you're a slower driver, fantastic, you're at 80, you're not going to lose that many spots. But if you're a faster driver, not as beneficial. So that's fine. No, that's not a bad point, though. Setting it up differently for each tier. So, ZOR City, he's happy, and so is Private. This is going at least one more lap. They're only going to have to defend for 4 laps. Lap 27, 20, 3 laps actually. So
I don't think he's come back to the lobby yet, though, unfortunately. We also have a 50% DNF rate for both races so far, which is disturbing.
Yeah, right. He's still ghosted. Yeah. Well, you know, it is preseason, and maybe guys are just pushing their cars a little more than...
That's true. Yeah.
At least they're not... I haven't seen anything where guys are driving really crazy and causing incidences, so that's good.
Just mistakes. But we are 2 weeks from the start of the season, and I think even at the start of this, I mean 2.5 weeks really since till Tier 1 starts, but I think even even in the first few weeks of the season, we're probably going to see quite a few crashes and a lot of inconsistency. People still learning the game. So safety cars in this lap.
Maverick, you gotta there you go. Let that safety car get away. However, he really capitalized. His exit out of turn, whatever it is, 14 or 15, since they changed this. I don't know how many turns there are, but he really pulled away from Sam. I think Sam was in P2 at the time.
Okay, Maverick has 9 seconds of penalties. Fuzz, Cheer City, I don't think is going to be a factor because he's DNF'd or disconnected. Private, Sam, Scott, Spot Up. No, none of them have penalties. That's massive with the safety car this close to the end of the race.
So note how Maverick stayed wide.
Yeah.
And carried that speed, and Fuzz tried to take the inside line and does not have that speed, so, and he's fallen 3/4 of a second behind.
Right. Private Jet U's going through the ghosted car, and he's going to be under threat very quickly here. A lot of guys behind, putting pressure on Brian, Sam. We're going to go 3 wide potentially into this corner. Oh, this contact! Brian got into the back of Private there. I don't think that's on Private at all. I think Brian's made a mistake there and cost him a chance at a podium.
Oh, and Private reset to track.
That's fine. I mean, just got robbed. But I know, like, in the actual rules, you would get penalized.
Just don't get into the habit of doing that. That's the point.
Brian definitely would have picked up a penalty and potentially some damage from that.
Sam seems to be holding up Adri here. Really lost a lot of time in one lap. He's 3.5 seconds behind.
Yeah. He's still in a position to win the race at this stage, though, which is crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And there really is only one lap after this, so he might win it, actually, Sam. Brian could be P2.
So P1, P2, 9 seconds and 6 seconds in penalties, so Sam currently is your race winner if he can maintain, stay within 6 seconds of Fuzz.
Yeah, really, it's the gap to Fuzz, I think, that is the biggest thing right now. And Adri going in front of him is not going to help that.
Oh!
I think Sam is closing the door on Adri there. Adri...
Wow.
There's no reason Adri needs to be in front of Sam. And Sam, I think, wants to keep him behind. Does not want to be following another car. Let's put Brian Scott right on Adri as well.
Will they get DRS this lap?
I don't think so.
Only next lap? No. Yeah, this is the last lap coming up here. So
DRS, yeah. So I guess they'll get one shot with DRS. Adri not close enough.
He went around. Oh, wow.
Crash. I think he was... I didn't see the throttle. I didn't see the throttle lift there, really, so I feel like he was...
I got it on my stream.
Yeah, I think
I'll have to check that out.
I think he was just done. So Sam, he's gonna win this thing.
I think he's going definitely can.
It's gonna be close. Fuzz really needs to put the hammer down. You can see Carson with a potential podium too. I think he's close enough to grab one.
Yeah, Maverick's really going to drop down.
Yeah, that's what oh, and another one. And another penalty for Maverick.
Goodness.
That's going to put Carson on the podium, surely.
Forgive me, Maverick, for cursing you, I guess, at the beginning of the race. I said he didn't make mistakes.
Oh, Bradley's crashed out of the final lap as well. That is extremely unfortunate. So Sam wins it. Brian goes second. Fuzz currently third. Carson jumps to fourth. Carson missed out on the podium by 3 seconds.
Yep.
Okay, so Carson P4, Maverick goes 5th. Spot up triples up to 6th. I mean, finishing the race is an achievement at this point, apparently, so... Oh, boy.
I really think that the drivers, the guys are just pushing themselves and seeing what they can and can't do without really, you know, like I said earlier, I didn't see anybody really, you know, dive bombing or just making ridiculous moves, so I think maybe the loss of so many lives was based on guys just really trying to push themselves.
Anyways, yeah, we're not doing interviews, obviously. But yeah, another successful preseason test. The idea was to cost the constructors as much money as possible. Fantastic job tonight. That was, what, 13 DNFs?
I think so. Yeah, we'll see right now.
11 at least. I think, yeah.
Oh, it's really not showing us.
Really is quite something, isn't it? Alright, well, Sam picks up the dub. Brian with a nice P2. Fuzz on the podium. Carson 4th. Maverick 5th. Spot up triple 6th. Cheer City, not sure he ever came back, but 7th. Jet Jew will take 8th. And, oh, no, are we looking at 12 finishers? Or 8 finishers?
Yeah, I got 10. I got P11, Asylum being the first DNF.
Yeah, the +1 lap guys did crash, but technically they finished.
So. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well.
Maverick deserves an interview. 12 seconds of penalties, you don't deserve an interview. I don't think so. Maybe if you kept it in the between the lines, you'd have a case, but you're down in P5, bud. You're taking out the trash on your way out.
Well, you know, you get 12 seconds in penalties. Obviously, you wouldn't be in P1 if you weren't cutting corners.
Exactly. Well, we'll wrap this up for tonight, and we'll probably get another preseason stream going soon. Maybe have some other commentary for you next time. Could be tomorrow, potentially, but if not, definitely next week we'll have a couple, and then you'll see the week after the evaluation race is happening. They'll be streamed live. We'll get everybody in for their evaluations. So it's more about the race pace and how quick can you go with worn tires and the fuel, and we kind of use that with the time trial times to figure out where everybody belongs and where their best fit might be if they're kind of on the cusp of one tier. You know, you kind of go to the race pace to help you decide where to put them. So that'll be interesting. Next week probably just be some more exhibition stuff, and then the following week we'll have some evaluation races. The week after that is Season 8, the premiere, and the announcing the tracks fairly shortly. Once the signups are done, we'll have our calendar put together and get that running in the next couple of weeks once signups close, and we can tally the votes on what tracks are being dropped. So make sure if you're new here, I think there's a link there that can bring you to our Discord in the YouTube bio. Let me check that. What do we got here? Any thoughts, GP?
Yeah, I was going to say, just remember, guys, allow the lobby host to be the one to start the race. In other words, after qualifying, get into the race strategy screen. You start making your strategy, setting your tires, your fuel, and whatnot. Just remember that the obligation is not yours to start the race. It is on the lobby host. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Got to be something to remember for the evaluation races, especially, and because we want to let people get their setups in and pick their strategies and all that good stuff. So, yeah, let's wrap it up. We'll call it a night, and we'll catch you next time. Probably Monday night. We'll at least for sure have another one. Maybe potentially tomorrow or this weekend at some point, but probably Monday we'll have another little fun race. Maybe we'll get Miami in. Maybe we'll take a look at some other circuits as well. But have a good night.